Hello and welcome to another episode of Low Tech Health. Let ourselves translate expert knowledge. It's me, your host, Brad Burns, and today is Meatless, Eatless Mental Mushroom Monday, and I've already had a couple pepperoni slices, but you know what? I'm okay with that because today is probably the hardest I've ever worked in the hospital. I'm usually not moving two patients, getting one, and then having to bat down fires on the other side of the unit. Woo! So, theme, meatless, eatless, eat less, mental mushroom Monday. Let's start with the patient I just received from an outside hospital. She is possibly going through a fungal bilateral pneumonia infection, and I'm not surprised. A lot of people see it and they go, oh, it's COVID. I have a feeling it's COVID. She's had 3 negative COVID tests, so it's not. And I'll tell you, a lot of people will be surprised at how much nastiness is out there pre-COVID. People live in squalor and they eat tons of sugar. Meatless, eat less. Not just the amount, or not just the type of sugar and the immediate release and feeding not just your body and brain, but every little bacterium and virus inside of you lives off of that sugar. And they love to reproduce faster than your cells. They will if you give them enough sugar. But if you starve them, eat less, man, oh man, your health increases. Fasting, our bodies were meant to be in a state of famine. From time to time, don't make yourself malnourished like we see with a lot of drug users or alcoholics who don't want to eat. They're not hungry because their stomach has been sterilized. What we see with this sugar intake is constant with patients who have had history of drug abuse. 35-year drug user got an IV when she told me she's a hard stick that can't be used. And I lied to her. I told her it was a butterfly. They're all butterflies. Nobody knows what that fucking means. They say, is it a butterfly needle? I need a butterfly needle. They think it's a smaller needle. They're all about the same size. There's 22s, there's 20s, there's 18s. I wasn't mean. I put a 22 in, which is a good size for her vein. But the butterfly just means there's 2 extra wings on the side of the needle. It doesn't mean that the needle is smaller. It just sounds nice. People love butterflies. But I told her it was a butterfly, missed the first one, and got that second one. Where, might you ask? Well, in the place a heroin abuser can't reach. Right there. And it's still shocking to think we don't have any sort of recompense or stronger effect nutrition-wise on what patients need to eat, why they don't need to eat a shitload of sugar, and how that is a major impact on their infectious process. The first go-to, antibiotics. This COVID fiasco of inpatient medicine has a lot to do with it being treated not as a respiratory issue, or not being treated as an immunological issue in which your body's attacking itself, but treated more as a respiratory issue, which only makes your body want to attack itself more, because you're basically doing mouth-to-mouth in a person who's having a major hypoxic freak-out, major clamp and shutdown of every immunological system in each part of the body, lungs, kidneys, heart. There's immune systems in action everywhere. That's why you have people who have major immunodeficiencies from HIV or celiac, and they're taking these monoclonal antibody and these inhibitors of your immune system. They tend to do better. There's talk this COVID could be SARS mixed with AIDS, which makes a little sense when you start to look at the process of what happens. Anyways, sick of people eating and not recognizing that it is a major problem and why they continue to get more and more ill. Because in the hospital, you aren't treated based off of what will make you heal yourself better. We are given things that will treat directly. Antibiotics, which a large side effect of those, shut your kidneys down. Which, what are we finding with a lot of COVID patients who are started on a lot of broad spectrum antibiotics just to cross your fingers? Because it's a virus, not a bacteria. which you'd use an antiviral, not an antibacterial or an antibiotic. Just shutting the kidneys right down, destroying your normal flora, and preventing any real chance of your immune system being able to respond. So on this Meatless, Eatless Mental Mushroom Monday, I give you some food for thought. Starve yourself and be kind. Rewind time, because you don't have to stay sick. You can get well again by just shutting your mouth and opening your mind. Love you guys. Thank you.